Evening. So, we are back once again for more fun and amazing joys of random ships. This time with a Romulan twist. Just get myself all set up and sorted just now. Audio up a bit. I've got everything else all ready. Right, now let's pick the first ship then. The lovely Wheel of Doom. Ooh, it's a big one first off. The Valkyus. So the Romulan Enterprise J variant. Swap that over to the Tholian one. Everything else. No, it's not very nice, right? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put that on. How have I got that on for? Stick that on. Been quite a while since I've used this character and these ships, so been quite a bit of messing around. Yeah, that on. Let's see what else we've got to put on here. What we got? What's this? Yep. What's that one? Oh, definitely not Ridge. Electrical, not really interested in that just now. What the exotic ones? I'll stick that on. Right, now for a quick change. In fact, I should take that one off and I'll put on that one. Do I have a higher rank available for this? No, I don't. I've got the corrosive ones. We'll try it with that. Right, let's check the duty officers and the stations and traits. Now, you'll notice no SROs or watchers, unfortunately. Stick jam target sensors on. Although I don't actually have uncon on this tune yet. This doesn't have hanger bait, that's fine. I'll leave SAD on it. Right, let's beam up, sort out the tray. As always, swap ships, fix trays, beam back down, do TFO. It's one of the many things that needs to get sorted on these characters, and I'm working my way through them. So next time I pop an uncon, I'll be shipping it over to this tune. go there, that can go there. I'll leave that on. Tag team there, yeah. That up there. Tunes are an absolute mess. Tag team down to there. Swap that with that since I'm using ETM. Try and find half the other stuff that's missing off the bar. Should be on it. That should be on it. I do need to go through and sort out getting all the buffs and everything for it and traits, etc. But it's a marathon, not a sprint these days. Uh, 14 should be there as well. Oh yeah. See, I went through and did the science TOS tune, and that put most of my resources into that first off. We could make it all Alliance friendly. I prefer putting the Romulan one on it. I think that looks quite nice. We patch nice darker green. Nice bit of the green piping as well. Yeah, that'll do it. Default. Back to the command center. My sexy authority phone. That's Kate Malarkey. Look how pretty. You know, there's something seriously going wrong with the legs. I fixed it slightly. Not much, but slightly. Ooh, I have some new traits. For console. Right. Let's get us a lovely random advanced space and see how this goes. As I always say, what's the worst that could happen? Apart from the fact I decided to do Romulan without actually getting my Romulan tune all sorted. Might need to go and visit the tailor. Myself all sorted out properly. Ooh, Undine assault, choice. Can't remember how far up in the missions I actually got. Down the Delta, and Iconian. I got as far as yesterday's war in this one. A ton of lovely fun missions ahead of it. I can't say I really have much of an urge to go and repeat all these again, but with the bonus deal starting soon, I might just batter through them, get the deal, add it to the stockpile, then wait for a Phoenix event. Or stick it on the exchange and add to the backlog, one of the two.
The Undine are attacking along 3 vectors. These vectors have fluidic rifts that need to be closed.
Oh, wish to Vok. A big ass ship that doesn't care. Put the lance up there. Up Dan straight in with the bits. How we doing, pal? In fact, I've not even went through and done the last of the ships that I got. I don't even have universal designs, etc. on this character yet.
An errant fluidic rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map. Performing a scan of the rift now.
I was wondering why my pets weren't leaving the hangar bay. I've seen you everywhere today, mate.
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space. Close the fluidic rift now. Undine fluidic space rift Gamma has been closed.
Yay, we've closed one rift. And I can just fit through the space. Excellent. Yeah, I think I'm going to play with the Dreadnought, I think. That Dreadnought is legging it. Oh, I'll let them deal with that one then. I'll go back to my lane.
Space Rift Beta has been closed.
Philippi. Still power slide this like nobody's business.
A scan of the rift now.
I'll just park up and just take out everything that comes our way.
Close the fluidic rift now. Undine fluidic space rift Omega has been closed.
I decided to play a bit of Star Citizen earlier. That was a mistake on my part. The camera motion did not sit well with me, unfortunately. Not used to such high resolution graphics.
Performing a scan of the rift now.
Thankfully, Clive, I have not
Closed
seen one in the
fluidic rift
wild.
now. Undine fluidic space rift psi has been closed.
I've not appeared anywhere where I've been, and I have not been doing any ground content, so...
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space. Close the fluidic rift now.
I'm going to play with the Dreadnought. Not for me, it's not. Not for me.
Undine fluidic space rift Chi has been closed.
I get to suffer it on the load screen, and that's about as far as I see it. And even then, it's for another couple of weeks, then it'll be gone, and see what comes next. I'm very curious to see what the winter ship's going to be. I think we're going to have a teaser of it on Tuesday, I believe. Oh, just ticked over. Tal Shiar Adapted Destroyer. There we go. And chips. Upgrade that actually. Here's the question, is it going to be worthwhile actually? I'll stick the Tholian warp core on that one. Put that there, yeah. Put the plot armor on it. And the DPRM there, that's fine. Stick that on, take that off, and put on. I don't know actually. I think there seems to be a pattern where the event ships are decent No, just to try and get folk to log in. To get the engagement figures up. And then they seem to be better than most lockbox ships. Seating and stat-wise, so I'd be curious to see what it is. I was saying on the Discord, you know, they could do a total out of the blue and throw as a Cardassian ship. And that Cardassians hate the cold, so they could do a play on that as a theme. Just for a change. Swap that for that. RTL. Let's see what the stations are like on this one. I say this was a questionable choice of ship for the 14th anniversary one. Hey, half my traits are missing. Superb. Gotta love it. Right, what have we got? I'm not overly fussed about having fought for too long, to be honest. I've just realised I've not done most of the ships that I've got recently on this toon. Supercharged weapons on. I don't need that one. Let's go half my starship traits up in the personal space traits. Nice. So I've not got any of the broadside stuff on or anything. I maybe should have checked all this, you know. Could have got that sorted earlier on today. I'll stick history on. Right, personal space traits. Stick that on there. Oh yeah, that would be interesting, shall we say? You do that, Jesus? Could you imagine the builds that would come out of that? It's a bit better than the one I'm putting on this just now, to be fair. This is a poor man's build, this is. There we go. I'm just saying that the way the bugs go in this game. Just leave it long enough and all your starship traits will end up in the personal space traits anyway. We'll do that. I can go there. There. Go down there. I don't know why the cloak's up there. It should be down here. I'll just leave that there just now. Swap with that. That's coming down here. What's this? Oh, shrapnel torpedo. I'll stick that up there. keep expecting to find half the stuff I've normally got on my main sitting on this bar, but of course I don't have all of it. To be fair, I could probably go and grab a lot of stuff. Just now I've got the resources that I can burn through just now, but might hang fire for a bit on that. I don't even have emergency power to bloody engines on, Jesus. Right. Let's see what you've got. Don't even have on this one either. Yeah, but as much use as a chocolate fire guard. Right. Right, I've got it on this one. Oh dear. I'll get it sorted eventually. It's sat there. That looks like that team there. That'll do. I'm going to fly the ship once to level up, and then once again to do the video on it. So I've not done that one, not done that one. 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 I've done that one. I've done that one. That'd be a shorter list to actually see what I have actually done. Sweet Jesus. No, 1-8. Not done the Art Royal. We've got and the Bowes Bent. Cabot. Not done the Chekhov. That's the one I really should grab. I might need to make space for it. Get the console off it if nothing else. Same with that, I don't even have agony. Right. Bring back down to the command center. Hey Rachel. An absolute mess. Right. Ships. Corral up. I still want the console off of that. And also want the one off the adamant, wherever it is. able to just build a bit better now. What's that? Take that off. I'll stick that on. Take that off. I'll put that on. There we go. Now we stand a chance. Board disconnected. A Talshar adapted destroyer. Kinda fitting. I was going through a bit of a team build phase. I had planned to do a build round the Talshar adapted one using all the simulated plasma weapons.
I am 7 of 9. In this instance, I speak for the Cooperative. Many Borg were disconnected from the Collective when the Borg Queen was defeated in the Hive.
Don't
She
say.
survived and downloaded herself into this Unimatrix. Now she is compelling any vessels with disconnected Borg to return for reassimilation.
Compelling or demanding? That's the question. Because the Borg Queen does not simply ask for you to come back. Can't even say it's that good looking of a ship, to be honest. I think I'll be happy if I actually put hazard emitters on this for this TFO. It's quite impressive. The joys of having to do the endeavour today of destroying 18 destructible torpedoes. Did a solo Hive, didn't get far enough. Did a solo ISE, still didn't get far enough. Ended up having to do 2 Jupiter gauntlets. I was doing Jupiter gauntlets in the vain hope that I would have got the Borg, but I didn't. I ended up getting the Breen. But thankfully, they were flying destructible torpedoes.
picking up a massive disturbance in fluidic space. Species 8472 is approaching.
Not a party without 8472. I also need to remember and stay a bit further back since I'm using the plasma torps. They've got enough of a habit of blowing me up. Now it's a party. Checking the Discord.
The Undine will destroy the disconnected Borg ships. Stop them.
Yes, the Undine don't discriminate. Oh, apparently I closed an Undine Rift and got an accolade for it. There we go. I was going through a phase where I was trying to get all the accolades, but most you can't get anymore. I never bothered at the time. The other ones are just got to replay the same mission up to different times to actually get it, and I'm just like, nah. Not that interested. Well, since they weren't assimilated by the Borg, they haven't reached the peak of efficiency and perfection, so it could be 847, 8,472. And all that would be Undine. But what I was more impressed with 8472 is they managed to bring it down to the size of a human. With a little injection. It's like Odo when he shapeshifts. Now, surely his mass has to remain the same. So, if he became a mouse, he'd be a very heavy mouse. Unless in humanoid form he's hollow. Yeah, what did everybody leave? Your belly day mates over here. Right, I hit the repulsor beams on the simulator and I'm the one that gets shifted. Yeah, this is the Tal Shiar Adapted Destroyer. You know that fantastic ship they gave us in the 40th anniversary bundle?
The Vault have a ship designed to fight for. Destroy it before it attacks the Cooperative.
It's just because it's a Romulan ship, and as such, doing the Romulan character, it was on my random ship picker. So sacrifice ourselves, there we go. Prepare for ramming speed. I hate this whole you get hit once and it cancels your body progress crap. He says lobster. Hello, Darthan. I've not exactly fallen in love with it. But in saying that, this is probably about the third time I've actually flown it, so. Once I get the tune up to spec, I'll probably X2 it and then give it a proper shake. See how I feel at the moment. It's just get enough for random advances, and it only has to do it once. We're not due the gamma ones, Eric.
The collective will not fall here. I will not allow.
I would just like to see them go through and just do it, to be honest. Oh, T6, one full spec seat,
But they're attacking one another.
and just have
This
it,
is your chance.
whatever one's on it at the moment. It's a bare minimum. Yeah, it's a Tal Shiar one, mate. But odds are they'll do like they normally do, rather than going back and actually fixing the ships folk already have. They'll just release a new version of it. Or do a legendary version that doesn't have a very good trait, because there's only one variant of said ship. Yep, another one down. Apparently I'm now a Borg Liberator. Ooh. Funny, I've got all the unuseful consoles and not any of the useful ones. I'll be tidied up enough as it is. Right, let's see what's next. 2 seconds. Second, I was chatting to Nick. Yep. Right. Next ship. It's not a big selection of ships for the Romulans, funnily enough. What we got next? However that's pronounced, that's the one we're doing. And that one is... Hey, there we go, found it. Oh, let's see how we can screw it up, Arch, because I'm very good at screwing up good ships. 26 is that. I can only go on that one, so I can go in there, I can get dumped there, I can get dumped there. As well. Right, let's sort out this build. Good God, this is an old one. See my shipbuilding skills of old. I'm probably going to have half of the stuff when I actually did the building the ship as well. I may have something to do with it. Yeah, no worries, darling. If I see a little white thing running about, cry, you and me are having words. What was I thinking of? Yeah. What was that? What does that do again? Oh, I plasma weapon damage, that'll do. Take that ultimate off and put on the Pavin one in a second. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was adding in these. Get another one I need to X2. Right, so I've got this set up for a surgical strikes build. Right, we'll run with that. And somehow I've managed to get emergency weapon cycle on twice. Result. Vanguard goes on. Emergency weapon cycle. I don't think I've even got that. No, I don't have that sorted, that's fine. Do the one that procs off the intel abilities, and do I have it? And the answer is going to be no, I don't. Now for that. Go. Pick this up. Go. I didn't buy the bundle. So I don't have the Oleg and Nevar. Oh, this shit's here enough. Bloody hell. Right. There's a bit of a reason I don't have it. It is in part because of the stats not being that fantastic, but I didn't appreciate the response from the team when it was being discussed. I found their response a bit confrontational, shall we say. So I'm holding off getting it. Now it goes 35% perhaps. And that is purely because I do very much like the look of the ships, especially the Delan. As always, the art team's done a fantastic job with them, but the systems team not so much. Set that in there. I say it's only for one TFO, so that'll do. Nice and pretty. So we'll lighten it up a bit. There we go. Yeah, just leave that one on. I should upgrade that warp core actually. Oh, swap that out for that. There we go. I think it's a combination of stress, because every single time there's something new added to the game, it's causes bugs that take a long time to fix, and they don't do comms, which makes players, shall we say, disappointed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So then when they're getting constantly hammered, it's not helping. And then unfortunately they just don't see man in the wild, beaming back up. K13 it will be. Right. It's a damn shame I can't shoot the wee bastard. Ah, so this really does look really nice, this ship. I like it. I also like the fact that you get the different wing configurations for it as well. I say the seating's not terrible. You know, yeah, it's a dual same spec, but at least we've got a full spec commander seat. And so we've got a lieutenant engineering. Now we've got our universal as well, so defensive starbase one. That should be fun. So yeah, so it's not a bad ship at all. Slightly dated, but not overly so. Then we put your settings into an STO context, and that we have the epic art team and the common systems team. If you're rating it by gear.
Listen up. The war has not been going
I was going to say, heck, the starbase has disappeared already, but no, they've just not started yet. It's almost the same size as the Kobayashi Maru. See, I would have quite fancied getting the Praetor.
Here they come.
Purely because I thought the ship looked really, really nice. But again, the stats and that on it were just like, it's not going to be enjoyable for me to fly, apart from the fact that it looks great. think if they wanted to sell bundles, no, that would satisfy quite a few players, is literally offer different flavours of good stuff. So the hexacannons give us a plasma and a disruptor and a polaron versions of them. Trait wise, just give us a variation on complex plasma fire. Again, just lets us do different energy builds and may prompt folk to buy different ships that they wouldn't normally touch. I just think the arcs are too long. But saying that, I'm burnt out on story content anyway. I have been for quite a while. It did take quite a lot of effort for me to do all the streams, redoing the full storyline for that science temporal recruit. But I did have some fun redoing them, if I'm honest, you know, because I was doing it on stream, I was chatting with everybody and that, so. Yeah, well, that's what happens, unfortunately. Drive is exactly that.
Reading some heavier ships
Rather than addressing the issue with the new stuff, they'll try and nerf the old stuff. It seems to be the MO for the last few years. The thing is, there's a lot of the feedback, guys, that when you look at Spencer's videos, for example, and that, or you don't generally see some of the stuff he puts in the official Discord because it's behind the CC section. But he is critical, but at the same time it's constructive. You know, he'll say if you were to do, say, increase duration by 5 seconds, that would make it a very good trait. If you were to add this into the trait, this would make it a great trait. So we don't just batter them over the head, and we don't do like the wannabe does and just parrot everybody else. So I think for the legendary Negative, if they'd just done it as a disruptor version of complex plasma fire, I think it would be absolutely brilliant. I would have probably bought the bundle day one.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an amp.
Why? Because they're not as tolerant as me.
The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
The way the mods are going on that server, there, you don't need to be on the server to get banned from it.
Here come the Klingon gunships. Keep fighting.
Very pretty green beans. I feel like it with Romulan torpedoes, if you blow up the target, they go to hunt the next one. Then eventually they get bored and just blow themselves up. There's nothing wrong with you, Lafayette, you're fine. It's like Andor disappears and it suddenly starts taking hits.
The evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
I've created some new solutions to boredom. The Old Republic and let's see, I was tried Star Citizen again earlier. Ran great on my rig, but nah, it was just, I don't know if I was getting motion sickness with it, but I was not feeling particularly well after about 20 minutes of playing it. Yeah, the police. Somebody posted up on Reddit, I think it was yesterday, asking when they were going to fix those bundles. It's like, they're working as intended.
That'll hold them off for now. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of war.
Yeah, I'm just doing
At least
free to
they
play
will
on
be
it just now.
tomorrow.
And see how I get on, and if I start really enjoying it, then I'll put my STO money into that for a while. So that's it. Huh. Do a couple of SROs there. So year one, remember that. Year one. Let's go and get some traits and that. Well, some buff abilities. I didn't even know that, Crive, to be honest. I might have to have a look at that later on. I shall do. I say I only installed it yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't overly concerned about the pilot aspect of the war, but I think the Alliance should have been a Romulan version of the Eagle.
Thank you for coming. My name is Daniels.
But yeah, they've done that as
Stay safe out there.
had they done it as a Romulan version of the Eagle, and that gave us another torque boat, especially for folk that like to fly Romulan. I thought it would have been brilliant. But the land for me, I just like the look of it. And it seems like quite a fun little ship to fly as well, so I say 35%. 4 ships for about 8,000 Zen. Yeah, I might consider it. Potentially 5 as well with the keys. That's the clash. That was really fucking place first time, wasn't it? Ah, ships, there we go. Yep, I'm gonna have a look into it. I actually get paid on Tuesday. Right, next ship. Whilst I'm here, and I'm gonna go and grab some training manuals. Oh, it just hung on. The lifetime sub ship. It's going to be even more fun. And that'll be it there. Sweet Jesus. Right. Let's get the corrosive plasma on this one. Second, the plasma torque. Leave that on. We'll swap it out for that. Nope, not unequip it. Don't see Muppet. See about the bloody visuals on the damn thing. There, right. That's coming off. Let's go back to Pavel. Turret. And let's have an after turret there, that's fine. Goes into that. Let's do that, right. Yeah, but that's stick that on. That on. Muppet. Too busy trying to do this quickly, so I'm not actually paying body attention. That's it. And let's take a second, just shielding on. Let's see what's happening in chat. Not even mastered this one yet. Whoopsie. Right, on visual. Yeah, I need to do that and get that sorted. And what were we just in? Bit autumn cleaning. That warp core there. Be using the ship anytime soon. Let's just dump all this in here just now. 1.2 mil, right. Let's go and grab some training manuals. Nope, don't want to go back on that one. Hi. What you got? Not you. Not you. You. Right. Let's see what you've got unlocked. Two, the top spread 2 as well. Delta. Right, beta 2, rapid fire 2. Grab some other stuff. As if we can afford it off the exchange, of course. So you're going to attack. There. Right. See. Superior Borg Knights. Ah, Liberated Borg, that's why. Makes a lot more sense now. Stick Central on. I'll skit it out. Oh, this is absolutely riveting stuff. I mean, somebody have to go through and train all the crew. So, where to stick? Where's the question? Attack team. And yeah, we've got graph well, so you'll do. Right, there we go. Ship of the line on. Right, happy days. Okay, I'm going to ban you from everything at this rate. I mean, I will ban you. Right, sort out this mess. Yeah, here. Go there as well. Good thing is I know roughly where I'm putting everything, so that's half the battle. Wish we had Worf just pop up every so often and just shout, prepare for ramming speed. That'd be nice. I just cry with that fucking moopsy body thing, that's all. Since he knows how much I hate the damn thing. Yeah. Type 14s. No, we're not. Hey up, Jonesy. Yeah, that's what I thought, Eric. You know, hit that ban hammer. Oh. stuffs. What have I got? I'll just have to do just now. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that bloody mail icon to start flashing. There we go, that looks all pretty. Right, I shall be back in a minute. I'm going to go and refill my cup because my throat's getting a bit dry. And then I shall be back. And I'm back. What did I miss? See what's happening in the chat. Also, I realised I hadn't actually put my seat up like I meant to earlier. See? Yeah. And in a bit. Anyway. Let's see. Very much. So, just before I jump into UFOs and that, I got this through yesterday. Tried to do this in reverse and the camera's not very good. So, I'll be doing a review on that. That should hopefully be out tomorrow. It's the Edison version from Picard. So, I'm looking forward to that, and then I'm cautiously eyeing the space I've got left in my cupboard here. If I can put my hand on the camera, but you get the idea. Over my left shoulder. So I'll be like, do I start selling ones, or do I start boxing them and putting them up the loft? I've still got about 1.5 shelves available, so. Ooh, yeah, Excelsior. Now, Jones, is that the one with the spelling mistake, or is that the new production model? Because I got an email saying my replacement, well, not replacement, my additional one is going to come in May next year. And Crives emailing by the looks of things. No, I got the corrected version. Cool. I didn't get the Excelsior version. So, I should also hopefully have the Tamir video up over the weekend. Yeah, I do actually, to be honest with you. Ah, cool. The thing is, Arch, is I've just said it before, and I'm going to run through it again just because I want to. At the moment, this room is a partition off of my garage, so my garage is through that wall there. And it was done by the previous homeowners. And they didn't do it properly, shall I say. They used it as a laundry room. They plumbed in the washing machine directly onto the boiler and used the soakaway as the disposal for the washing machine. So I moved all that out of here and put that back in the kitchen. The boiler is in here. The tumble dryer's in here at the moment, and didn't actually have a light in here. So I wired in a light. My plan is to eventually get the boiler moved into the garage, set the tumble dryer in there as well out the way. I actually get a window put in this room because I don't have one. It can be quite soul destroying. And raise the floor by 4 inch, so it's the same level as the dining area and the kitchen. And then re-insulate the full room, rewire it all, and then I can move my desk about to wherever I want. I can get an extra unit in here as well, because at the moment I've got the 2 IKEA units you see at the back of me here. One's got all my big Lego models in it, most of them that is. Well, a lot of them are up the loft. One's got all my Starship models in it. Then I've got a single one over the other corner here that's got other bigger Lego models in it, which again I could put back in their boxes and use that for my Starships if I wanted to. But yeah, so that's a very expensive long-term plan. I've been planning to do it for 7 years, so what difference? What's another 5 years? Well, they will actually come in handy actually on this tin. Right, another random advance. On this turn it's not got any. So I'm quite happy to punt it onto this and get them out the way. Oh, cure found. Nice. I do like the auto animation on this one. I just like the way the nacelles just fold down there and the top of it opens up. I had hoped that at some point they would actually fix that briefing session. I know that feeling, mate. Took all this time getting everything all set up, I was there for the sake of, what, a couple minutes? So worthwhile this, ain't it? I have to say, I do like the look of this ship. I like the look of all the life subships. I just wish that they'd get a revamp. It's a full spec seat would do me quite nicely. Unique weapon for each. Experimental weapon ones would be nice as well. Also, I like the way it reverses animation there and flips it back up and brings in the cells back up as well. It's quite nice. Let's grab that. Right. See what we're going to do next. Let's forget to take that out. We're getting Elias. Nice. Yeah, it's tomorrow one. Where's yeah. That says you're up. No, I'm a thinking idiot. I didn't put the name of the ship in rather than the class of the ship. Freaking bright spark. Ah, dearie me. No wonder I'm so bloody confused. Cool. So that's the winner of the giveaway just messaged me there, so I'm going to deal with that in a second. I've lost my train of thought again. If I want that on. Keep that on, why not? Right, I'll give that a blast. Stick a shield on it. Turn around, put that on, that on. I'm trying to remember the last time I flew it, to be honest. Again, it's this forced engineering malarkey's the problem. So let's put that on, or let's take that off and we put him on there. Yeah, now even if that'd just be an ensign and that as a lieutenant commander, that would have worked better. And then stick that on. I'll put that on just to be on the safe side. Him up and sort out the tray. Of course, that's doing that. Choice of ships, and don't tell me what ship they want. That's always helpful. Sort this out. Coming up anyway. There. There. Stay there. You're around, you put you there, put you there, there. Bloody cousin. Oh, damn it, bloody mouse. I also thought that mouse issue had disappeared because it hasn't happened for a while. Now we've set shielding on, it's alright. Right. You're there, you're there. 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 Yeah, they shoot the asteroids. There, faces there. Spread. 14's there already. Good. It's all in the right places. Here we go. It's a good thing about using demo recorders, you don't hear all the background noises from that system. And our defensive starbase 1. Interesting. This will be my last TFO of the night. I started a bit earlier and I've now got to go and send out the prize for the winner of the giveaway and go and check my console account as well. And I was going to say on Sunday I'll do the Klingon version of this, but I'm thinking no. Klingon characters in about as bad a state as this one. So I think I'll spend next few days going through each of the tunes, so the Jem'Hadar, the Romulan, the Klingon, claiming all the ships I've not done the mastery on yet, getting all them done, making a list of all the traits I need to go and get, and then start picking them up as I go. And then once I've got all that done, then I'll start doing the random alts and ships. So what I'll probably do is do a wheel and decide, fed Klingon, Romulan, and then do another build to determine the ships. But I'll only change the tune at the beginning of the stream, not during. Because if I was doing that, it would take far too long. Oh, Darthon, thank you very much for the sub there. Thank you. Back to work next week. The joys. Was wondering how much has actually went wrong this week. Also been off. And that's my last week in my current job before I change business entities and base location. Unfortunately, it means I now need to be in the office 3 days a week. Whereas I only go on 1 day at the moment. But yeah, it's working for my mate, so I'm not going to grumble too much.
Break in incoming warp signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive.
And it just means that streams will most likely only be Thursdays and Sundays.
Reading some heavier ships incoming.
Unless there's something fantastic drops and I just want to go and play with it and decide to stream it at the same time. Gonna be a plasma disruptor version of that broadside console would be nice as well. Just can keep it on theme with theme builds. I think I'll send everybody over to Stronghold, I think, after this. No Thornburg streaming as well, but he's doing Star Citizen. I also like that this TFO actually had random enemies. Or proper Klingons. One of the two.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits.
Or do another version of it with like
Klingons are
ESD.
regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting!
Right, now we just wait for the verdict, Eric. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? Ah, did they go to dinner? Ah, right. I've got it streaming in the background, but I've got my YouTube over the top of it at the moment. Yeah, there is that small thing there, Arch, yeah. Oh, we'll wait and see. I'd prefer they just concentrate on actually fixing the problems first before everybody screaming for new content, etc. Which the game does need, but at the same time I'd much rather have a stable platform and then get new stuff. So, do give them cover. Right, the question is, will the Roosevelt say they're in need of aid to draw off some of the enemy ships before or after they warp out? That's fair enough, Eric. No worries, pal. Completed it before the ship even warped out. That's unusual.
Roosevelt's in need of aid.
There we go.
Draw off some of those enemy ships.
Ah, perfect timing. Right, I might jump over to my main for a second. Yep. That will raise Thornburg in a minute. Right, let me jump over to my main. Yes, there is that. That'd be slightly annoying if they did. Very nice, easy way to do that. Destroy the destructible torpedoes is just use the Connie 2 console. There's Dan. I wasn't there this time. Nah. See what the keys are going for. I get a couple of keys. Finish off a little bit of gambling. Let's have a look. Oh, bollocks, I brought their own body one. Didn't they mean to buy 10? Oh well, I opened up 11 boxes. I was planning to open up 2 or 3, but hey ho. Grab the pack. Module. 2 kit modules. Those kits. Another freaking kit module. Fish. Let's see if we get any fucking decent kit modules out of this. Last gen box. No, I'm just not off. These are right. To use any of these for my Romulan. It's a good actually, I could use with that. That's it. Yeah. I've had a few omnis of late, to be honest. I've been semi-fortunate. Yeah, no, actually. I got the Bow Omni, that dropped. And then 2 days later I got a Focus Linked Omni. I've also had the Assimilated Plasma one as well. Yeah, the only cool console, yeah, I'm just saying because it buffs Plasma. So, set that in there. And then the rest is just going up on the exchange. I do have 2 Elite Bridge Officer training tokens also, but a couple of SROs. Can bump them up with that, or ROs for that matter. So cool. Right. Well, I'm going to rages out to Thornburg. And because I'm nice that way. And I will be back on Sunday. And then we'll see what we'll get up to on Sunday. I don't know if I'll just go back to my main and do random ships, or if I can get my other tunes up, I shall use one of them. So stick around and we'll raid out to Thornburg. And thank you again for everybody that's joined us. Let me just see if I can find them. Yes. Cool. Right. I'll raid over there and I shall hopefully see you on Sunday.